Hey everyone, Hunt here, or from Lego Studios. Welcome to a different kind of review. As I mentioned this morning, well, I wouldn't say this morning being this video probably won't be out until Monday. Tomorrow's Monday, right? I'm a day behind. This video probably won't come out until Monday, but I'm recording this Sunday. So on Sunday morning, I mentioned in the Advent thing that I was playing. I had a really cool review install, and I do. Now you may be wondering, why the heck is there a turbo tank with mismatch figures? That is because this is not no ordinary turbo tank. This is the 2014 one, but there's a there's a specialty about this one. This one can actually move. I was as well as the guy who lent me these parts, which I'll get into more detail, is James, and James is actually here. Yep, we are actually working on another motorized vehicle, which was the first one that we tried doing. That's going to be for a later video. I don't want to mention it because I don't want to. I think I want to keep it a secret right now.
That's gonna be cool.
Yes, it's going to be. Many people have done it. Well, not many people. A few people have done it. A few of them, they were okay. We saw some. Oh wow, that's interesting looking. We saw a few people who were like, their way was okay, but we saw some flaws in it that we thought we can change, as well as someone made a micro version which was really cool. But this is a actual full-size Lego set one. So we were working on that, and James left me all his parts. This is what all the parts that are in this set, minusing this power function right here and the controller. All of them are in here. And one day while we were working on the other one, he had to go because we ran out of one certain part. And he left them here, and he's like, "Here, I know how fun these are. Go crazy." And so after I was thinking of doing something about it, but that night I was tired and I went to bed. The next day, I decided to put my Technic and power functions to the test because I've never done this, and I was so happy when I got it done. So that day I decided to make a motorized turbo tank, and it works really well. The first version I had the all the functions on the top of the thing, and the actual power function down, and the actual turning motive on the below, and it didn't look quite nice because there was things missing. But after I figured out that, and I knew it could work, I made it look all nice. It looks like the actual set. If you take a picture of this and then put it next to the a picture of a brand new one, looks literally identical. The only difference is, I don't even know if you can see this, but there's a wire right here. There's a wire back here. That's it. Oh, also this wheel sticks out like a stud more, and that's it. Also, why there's figures over here is I'm going to show you how this set actually still, you can still play with this, still a playful set, and how it's all together's features. The only things I've taken out that aren't literally minor are these parts that were in the middle section, these that held the middle section, and these the seat part that went in the gunner's chair. That's it. That's literally it that's missing from the set. The set is literally complete. So let's get into it. Let me move the figures. And the figures weren't made. I just grabbed a few clone troopers that would fit. The only one that's random is a classic clone trooper. So move this right over. Okay, so the actual power function, as you saw, is actually in this middle carriage. Well, yeah, middle carriage, right here. It's literally slid in right here. The hard part about figuring out this, because it's a huge thing, I don't want to take it out because it's in the perfect spot. It was really hard to get it in, and I don't want to take the whole top, because I had to take this whole part off to get it in, and it was not easy. But it's huge. It's literally, the size of it is the width of the top of this thing. So it is quite big. I was trying to figure out where to put it. It was so difficult. I took out these whole poles and all that, but nothing was working. So after I put it all together, I realized this was enough space. I could put it slanted. Nothing has to connect it other than the wires. So that is it. As you can see, this is still normal. This is still the actual set. Nothing's different about the front. You can literally, let's take Command Agree. Take this blaster off. Let's put Command Agree in the plain old white clone trooper and put them in the front. So they are. Alright, so you can still fit the clones. They have nothing. Nothing's pushing them up, pushing them forward. Nothing's different about that. As well as the power, the function. Oops, I think I moved it a little bit. The movement of the post, you can still move it up. Whoops, that's down. You can still move it up. See, you still can move it up. You can move it down. It still works, which is nice about that. So it's still got all the features that you can work with. I think that's a little off. See what I mean? It's a little difficult to keep this in the right spot without anything breaking. It works. There's a few cons that I need to fix. Again, being the power function. James, is there a smaller one? I can't remember. There we go. I can't remember if they made a smaller one or not. Of the actual battery function.
I don't think so.
So I know they have this big one, but I swear they had a smaller one. I could be wrong. So that's the middle section. But again, it's kind of hard to see being the wires are black and it kind of blends in with everything else. But there's a wire going from the top of this all the way through this, which was the easiest thing I had to do. I just had to take the tops off of everything. Really easy. Nothing literally got taken off. Let's move this. So the wire goes through the middle, goes through the little area where the crate goes, and literally is in the gunner's position. Now you can't fit the gunner in. That was one thing I couldn't do. Being I had to figure out a spot for this. This is the sensor where you can actually move this thing. So I had to put this in. I couldn't put it on the top because it wouldn't look nice. So I put it in this room. It fit perfectly, and it looks quite nice, especially since this is the back, and I'm going to be chasing this thing as well. Well, following back. So that's quite nice. And then let's try to lift this thing. In there, you can see these those two power functions cords are plugged into this, and they go down below. Close it up again. They go down below, as you can see the wires, and they go. Let me put this back on though. I can get this in the right spot. Thank you. So on the bottom is where the actual functions are, right here. This is how the wheels spin. There's a way where you only need one of this, but at the time I didn't have the right parts, and I had James let me borrow two of these, so I just put two on. But they still work. They still have the way where you can move about them. They work fine. And the wheels, of course, work fine. So it all works all fine, which I'm quite happy about that, which I've said fine like a few times already. But again, you can still put all the figures. I think I bumped the camera. Whoops. You can put this guy on the turret. That always falls off, which is a not my fault. That is a actual set problem. And then you have this guy, this lonely stormtrooper. Oh my goodness, I almost said stormtrooper. This clone, and you can just put him up here. Because you can't put. You could put. I tried figuring out a way of putting the clone trooper in the actual gun trooper position, but that doesn't really matter. So that is all the functions. Now, you may be wondering, are you just going to leave it off that, not prove that it can actually roll? That is not true. I'm going, James, this is one of the reasons why I'm having, one reason I'm having James help me with this video is because I'm going to have, do you want to do the camera or do you want to do the actual movie?
Whichever.
Okay. Well, one of us is going to be actually holding the control, the camera, keeping it steady and all that, while the other one is actually going to be using the remote to move it around. We're going to go into a different room where it's actually hard tile, because this can move on flooring, or not flooring, carpet, but it's a little difficult. There's a way you can do it, I just haven't fixed it yet. But it can roll on carpet, it's just a little harder. But we have hardwood floor in a room, and that's easier to actually roll it on. So, hope you guys have enjoyed so far, and we will be right back with the rolling. And we're back. And there's James with the controller. So we're going to show... Doggo! No! No! Go! Okay, so we're going to show you how it moves. Everything's still intact. We did nothing to it. We just went in the kitchen. Ready? Set. Go! Technical difficulties. Be right back. Go. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It was just so random. We started, and it's just like the wheel just starts floating, rolling away. It's like, oh, that was just random. Hopefully that doesn't do it again. No, it hasn't happened before. That was new. Okay, now we can show a drive. And it ran James' foot over. Yes, and I was able to make it actually turn. It doesn't turn like automatically. It does take a few seconds to actually turn. Yeah. But it works perfectly fine. Oh wow, that did a good turn.
If you got momentum going, it can effectively.
Yeah. Why are you hitting my refrigerator? I hit the wall. Yeah. So it is just so fun to do this. I spent like almost 2 hours doing this when I got done with it. No joke. I just spent doing just 2 hours, just rolling it back and forth. It was just so fun to do. It's just so fun to roll around, turn. Usually my doggo, right over there, he doesn't usually is this calm. He usually last time I did it, he was kind of freaking out. So that is the walker rolling around. I hope you guys did enjoy this. It literally took me, in total time, I think it took me a little over 5 hours to do. And this is a guy who sucks at Technic, and good job. Yes, it is parked. So, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, let me know in the comments below. And hope you guys, if you guys are at all new to this channel, let me know in this. Hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in another video. Hope you guys did enjoy. See you guys. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye bye.